All right. Hey, everyone. This is LaunchLog T-3. I think I did a lot today, but I'm also going to try to keep it short, like I always try. But I'm actually going to mean it this time. So today I actually did a bunch of things that I actually planned to do. So I don't know what happened, just, got a little bit more productive. The first order of the day was to announce that I joined AWS, and today was actually my start date. They're being really nice about it, especially because I'm launching this book, and they're just like, yeah, just get on our payroll. And I did spend a good chunk of yesterday doing a bunch of research for my blog post. So the post went out, first thing this morning, U.S. time, and I think it did pretty well. People were very, very nice about sharing and congratulating me, and that was just nice. I don't know what to say about that. And as much as this was professional and talking about something that I was going to do long term, I did sneak in a mention about how I've been writing a book at the end of it. And this is just all, part of like, yeah, I'm taking this time off to write this book. So like, people might want to support me doing that. But then also, I think the timing of this just worked out, like completely not planned, but the timing of this worked out that I could say something like this, where I went from a bootcamp grad to a senior level at Amazon. And hopefully that gives a little bit of credibility to the book itself. And you can actually tell from the analytics from Gumroad that it did drive some sales. So today that was, a couple hundred views, but then 9 sales are just not bad. And we're still riding off the high from Dan's recommendation over here, but still, it's just, I don't know what to say. It's just pretty good, So I think there's enough, like at this point in time, people know that I'm launching a book, and I've done all I can with regards to marketing. So that's that. There was also a podcast I was on. Finally got to meet Amelia Wattenberger, who just does amazing work. And then Nate as well. I think his name's Nate Murray. I don't know what his last name is. Nate Murray. And yeah, basically we just did a whole podcast just talking about the book, and they had really good questions, and I should probably ask them for like some sort of endorsement or something. And Nate Murray, blah blah blah, da da da. Yeah. So, I this was my first book podcast, and I obviously what happens when you have a book is that people notice, and then you also reach out and you start talking about the book. And I don't want it to be like more of a salesy type of thing, because it's hard to like sell myself as a book author. But like, I think it's helpful because everyone has their own perspective and stories to tell, to just bring those out. And I think that those are just conversations that we don't have enough of. So I just really like that, these kind of bring it out. So, that, speaking of which, like I went through a bunch of edits today. Nat is almost done with his edits, and it's just the same old PRs that I've probably shown you in previous episodes. Robin is another friend. I've never met him, but he's just really on top of like Dropbox. And what he did was he went into my Dropbox over here, and then he went through the PDFs. So I think it's this one, and then he just gave like line by line feedback whenever he thought of something. So maybe it was 40 V040. Do I have comments here? Yeah. So he had a bunch of comments here, and I just went through and resolved them. Looks like I don't know how to. Anyway, so yeah, he like tells, you can it turns out you can actually give feedback within Dropbox on a PDF, and that's pretty nice as well. So he did a bunch of comments, and then he gave me some more in DMs, and I incorporated all of those, as well as Dan, as well as Jeff Escalante, and I don't know. It just felt really good to get through all of these, and I have to figure out some payments with like OCBC to do some other small stuff, but it really is becoming like I feel like I'm over the hump in terms of like the stuff that I need to do. I have started putting off things to post launch, recognizing that I'm just not realistically going to get to them for the actual launch, but it is what it is. And the other thing I did was I also proofread on Mobi. So if you recall that survey that I did of whether people like EPUB, Mobi, or PDF, it's basically a third. So I just I like PDF, but I can't afford to ignore EPUB. So this is what my EPUB work that I did, and it turns out that the EPUB work is good enough for the Mobi work to also look fine. So I do have a Kindle, so I just kind of pulled it up on there, and it looks good, even down to the shading, the background color on the box quotes. So that's just really good to see. Yeah, so that's all I had. So like once I was happy with all that and had all the edits in, I was like, all right, let's version this thing and have an RC release candidate. So that's what I did here. I sort of uploaded V1 RC1 to Gumroad, and I also have that in the Dropbox for people who are reviewing as well. So yeah, that's V1 RC1. And honestly, I should be emailing all my reviewers. I'm just a little bit tired right now, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So, all right, I'll just like email reviewers final round. And this is like me, because I asked them last week. This is me saying, all right, this is Friday. You have Saturday and Sunday. You probably have a bit more time to review. Not all of them are going to get through it, but I already have so many good comments that I can just sort of live with that. Note down a rack F comments. As well as get something from Amelia or Nate. Okay. Yeah, so then finally I worked on the tiers on Padilla again. So now I have something nicer with just a book, 39, community package 79, and complete package 199. So that's pretty straightforward pricing for these kinds of things. I did run into an issue with like how to do teams. So there's no like bulk purchase thing. So I might have to do like duplicates of all these, which is super annoying. Gumroad might actually be better for this. And I don't know. I'm so tired right now. I'm so tired of like jumping around technologies and stuff. I just want this to work, in order to switch back from Begin to Padilla, which is the thing that the big reversal that I did last time. Oh God. Okay. Well, yeah. Now it just doesn't work. I had to do some DNS changes, so now it's still propagating. Hopefully, it'll be done by tomorrow, and then I just need to never touch it again because this can be really disruptive. So I probably need to wait for this one to be done. Yeah, and that's about it for today. So kind of like a polish up the book kind of day. Tomorrow I really need to like get the freaking site running and charge something, because people are already getting in touch with me for like updates on like, hey, like I was supposed to be an affiliate for you, or like, hey, can I get a coupon, which I was supposed to give out I guess by today, but I just I changed my tech stack yet again, so I can't do that. Tomorrow I might have a Q&A call. I might send out some personal mailing list stuff. Yeah, just a whole bunch of small little edits right now. I also need to do some work on the engineering ladders chapter because I don't feel like solid on that yet. So yeah, that's me. That's my update. See you tomorrow.